Hi guys, you are getting ready to take your chemistry midterm, and I just wanted to point out a few things on your midterm so that there is no confusion while you take it. So most of these questions are multiple choice, but not all of them. So I just wanted to make sure I pointed these out so that there's no confusion, okay? So the first question here is going to be one where you just label an atom. So there are the 3 subatomic particles in the bottom that you have to drag and drop to the correct particle. So this box right here that I'm hovering over is going to be pointing to the yellow subatomic particle that has the positive charge. This box right here is going to be for the orange particle in the nucleus that does not have a charge. And then this longer box right here is pertaining to the teeny tiny particle that's not in the nucleus that has that negative charge, okay? And if you guys can hear construction outside, I do apologize. They are doing a lot of work and we are working with what we have here. For number 4, you are using your periodic table, which I will link in your midterm for you so that you have access to it throughout taking this test. But for number 4, you are just proving that you know how to use a periodic table, so you know the differences in the groups and the periods. Now, you're just identifying the element, but for this one, it is self-grading, so you have to type it in correctly. Do not type the full name of the element. Make sure you are just typing the chemical symbol, and make sure you're typing it correctly. So, for example, if the element that you've identified is, let's say, carbon, it will need to be a capital C. So just the capital C, just the symbol, okay? If it's an element that has 2 letters in it, you want to make sure you use the capital and the lowercase. So let's say, for example, you find that the answer is chlorine. You're going to need to use a capital C and a lowercase l, okay? So like I would type in chlorine as Cl. Do not type out the whole name. Type in the chemical symbol and it will grade it correctly, okay? For number 9, a full electron configuration for silicon that you have to do. This one, you can use your superscripts to help you do that. So when you start typing it in, you know it's 1s, and then you click this to get 1s2, and then click off of it, and you can start for the 2s, etc., etc. Okay, this is one that I will double check, so I will be able to grade this one. It's not going to self-grade, but you do want to make sure the format's correctly, just so I can grade them pretty easily and get through them pretty quickly. Okay, I think that's most of it, maybe a couple more. For 21, writing the formula, again, I will grade this one, but please make sure you are using your subscripts as needed so that I can easily tell if you are correct. And remember, if you need a polyatomic, put your polyatomic into parentheses. And then the final thing is just for your final question, CF3. I'm telling you guys right now, do not Google this question. You're not supposed to be Googling anyway because you're taking a midterm and it's a violation of your academic integrity. But I'm going to tell you right now, this will be the question that will help me identify whether or not you Googled on this test. It's not a trick. I'm telling you up front, do not Google this question. Use your covalent naming rules and prove that you know how to do this, okay? Because if you Google it, it'll be obvious and you will get a 0 on your midterm for violating your academic integrity contract, okay? So if you have any questions, make sure you reach out and let me know before you take your midterm. And if not, just go on and start your midterm and good luck.